The other day I realized something crazy. I don't know the names of any of my neighbors. What could possibly be the reason for this? Do I smell?
Do I look dangerous?
Am I a bad neighbor?
Am I a bad neighbor?
These are the hard-hitting questions one asks himself upon realizing that he lives in a stucco box with hundreds of people and no names. Hi, I'm Matt Fitzgerald and this is 52 Weeks.
That'll hook 'em. Won't it? That'll get 'em good.
Now, at first glance, on a neighbor scale from 1 to Mr. Rogers, I would give myself like a 7.
Wow.
You know, like we don't own any sweaters here in Arizona, but I wave at my neighbors. I ask them how their day is and sometimes ask if they need help with their groceries, to which they politely decline like we do. So naturally, my curiosity led me to scouring some research papers about neighbors. Get this, according to Washington DC's Pew Research Center, I'm like a 2 on the neighbor scale. Of the 6,000 plus US adults surveyed, 23% of adults don't know any of their neighbors, with only half knowing some. That's ridiculous. Unfortunately, I couldn't find what their criteria was for knowing your neighbor, but
To me, that sounds like you at least know their name, which I don't.
so after coming to terms with myself that I am not as nice and social as I think, I set one goal for the week. Get to know at least one of my neighbors by name. My specific target? The neighbor across the way. Since Chantel and I have never officially learned his name, we just call him Party because every time we've seen him, he's been talking about parties. In fact, one of my first interactions with Party was caught on tape when recording a bit for the last video.
What's up? How's it going, neighbor?
What's up, bro?
Happy birthday, Tara.
So I honestly chose him for starters because he can't be that scary, right? I'm gonna go ask my neighbor right now if he would like to film a video with me tomorrow. This is not gonna be the strangest thing I've ever done, but I just don't understand why I'm a little nervous when he's just like my next door neighbor that I see every once in a while.
Here goes nothing? I don't know. I think they live in this one. My heart is pounding.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good. Okay. I've got a really random question.
Okay, shoot.
They were going bowling that night, but they agreed to stop by the following evening.
That's so great.
So it turns out Party's name is Josh, and he agreed to bring over his friend Diamond at the same time. So effectively doubling my goal to meet one neighbor by the end of the week. How about that?
Yeah, I feel like everyone on YouTube grew up in the days of Casey Neistat talking to his UPS delivery guy.
You see how famous you are now? They love you, man.
You know what's gonna happen up here now, right? It's gonna be Marlon and Casey.
Yeah, partner.
We thought it was the most entertaining thing ever to interact daily with someone that would just be showing up at your door randomly. And we don't do that anymore, man. Well, he was really nice. He was really nice. And we'll see how tomorrow goes.
I mean, thankfully I know he's like at least semi-cool, so party. Let's see what you got. Alright, let's do this. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
This little one bedroom is so huge.
I'm actually, this is like the 850 square foot one. Dude, well, hey, can I like actually shake your hand?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. So, Diamond and Josh.
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you. I'm Matt.
Nice to meet you too.
Chantel's like teaching dance right now.
Oh, cool.
And so, you know, this is what I do when she's away. Just invite random people over. I figured, like, I'd feed you a couple stats about neighbors, and I think we should make a couple assumptions about each other before we start.
Okay.
Make it dangerous.
Yeah, nice. I like it.
All right, so First off, I gotta give you guys the nickname that I refer to at least Josh by, because I've never met you at all. We've always called Josh Party Party.
That's perfect.
Was it perfect?
That's me. Party.
Because my assumption for you, excellent at parties, has high potential of like busting into the splits or something. I think you're the girl that everyone comes to when they got problems. They're like, listen, girl.
Listen, girl.
Here's what's up.
For real, I'm never
Let me tell you my problems.
Alright. What do you guys got for me? What assumptions about me before we talk?
I only saw you like once before like we actually ever talked, actually twice. And I was like, this guy, I feel like he has like a secret or something. Like he's like hiding from something or for somebody. Or like he has like, I don't know, like I feel like there's like the government is after him or something. I don't know. Mystery man. I'll call you Mystery Man.
Alright. I like it. What about you?
I will say quiet, because I don't really hear from you guys, like the other neighbors.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Quiet man. Quiet Mystery Man.
Dude, one of my questions for you guys is who you guys think the loudest neighbor is. And
Below us.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're the,
Wait, below you guys?
yes.
Really?
They're loud.
What do they do?
They're big. They're kids slamming doors. Music.
Do you remember that email that we
That's
got
so
about the
funny.
doors? Like, be careful, it's like slamming your doors because the neighbors can hear you.
Yeah.
It like I thought it was us because one time I accidentally let the door slam. On accident, I was like, oh shit, like my bad.
My bad.
But then like downstairs, a kid constantly like I feel like they're sitting at the door and just like open and close. I'm like, bro.
Alright, so stat number 1, which is like why I like had this idea in the first place. I read that apparently like 23% of US adults don't know any of their neighbors, right? What do you think about that stat? Is that crazy or is that
Like, it seems very true because like when we first moved here, I'm like a social butterfly. So, you know, I was excited to be in apartment life and meet, you know, my neighbors. But then everybody is like, go out, go to work, and then go back home. Which is totally fine, like I get it, but it's like, I'm trying to be nice. I want to be that guy that's like, you need some sugar, we got it, or can I borrow some butter, you know? No, that's what I want, you know? 'cause-
I just can't get over the fact that I didn't know like anybody's names, because when I first think about myself as a neighbor, I'm like, yeah, I can hold my own in social conversations.
Yeah.
Cool. But I see the couple across the hall at the gym like every day. Don't know their names. No idea. I have nicknames for every single one of them.
Wait, what's their nickname? I want to know their nickname.
Cardio couple.
That makes sense.
Here, this is what I have. I have cardio couple, party, history buff.
History buff.
Yeah. Wait, why did you guys have this?
No, it's just funny. Like, it's just like the names. And now when I see them, I'm like, history buff.
The dude that sits in his car all the time. Weed factory.
No, he's over the one over there and the one over there.
And then that's Jim Hoodie, and these are the sketchy downstairs neighbors.
Yes.
We just hope that they never see this.
Oh, this is awesome. I love this.
This
Yeah.
is the T, right? So what do you guys think like constitutes a good neighbor?
For me, I'm a helpful guy. Like, I like to help other people out and stuff like that too. If I see you and we live close to each other, like, hey, what's up? How's it going? You know, if you guys need anything, let me know. You know, whatever. Like, if you want to live a solitude life and just be by yourself, you know, and you don't want other people around you, then go somewhere else. Because let's all get together and be a community.
Do you think it's just part of how you were raised, or what? Like, do you have similar values? Like, are you kind of on the same vein?
Yeah.
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 Like very friendly.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I mean, I guess I was raised like that, but then also I'm more social than my parents. Like, they're pretty social, but I'm more social than them.
So it's just like what, like, I don't know how
Who I
to say
grew up
it.
to be?
Like, you want it. That's what how you want somebody else to treat you, and so you try
Basically,
to
yeah.
do the same, like the golden rule, basically.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think? I want to ask you specifically. Like, why do you think we don't do this? Why do you think I haven't met you until now? Because, like, I mean, I guess we haven't seen each other as much, and we've talked a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Some neighbors are rude.
still, I feel like most everyone is pretty chill when you get to know them, but they walk around with that straight faces on them, you know? What I can't figure out is how we would ever change any of this, you know? Because, like, dude, it was terrifying. It was terrifying for me to, like, I have it on video of me, like, hyping myself up and, like, I just gotta go, like, knock on their door and, like, like, ask them. Because it's so out of the ordinary. I'd say I've got one set of friends, couple, like, buildings down that I could ask for flour, but, like, we've run out of stuff before and haven't really, it's like, well, don't have enough flour, we're done. You know, when there's like 40 people.
I feel like it's just society.
It is just society, you know.
Can't like
We live
You
in
can one
society.
person. I mean, one person can make a difference, but if nobody else is willing to follow along with the difference, being that it's positive, what's the point? You're just gonna end up just killing yourself, really, just trying to do all this greatness and positivity, and everybody's just around you draining it and saying no.
That's interesting. So like we think you just back off and don't do any of it? Or
Maybe not that. It's just like, I mean, I'm still gonna be the same regardless, you know.
You just
but
gotta
I'm
know your
just
limits.
yeah, I just know my limits. Yeah, so it's like you know, I think because of, like she said, society too is like people have like took in something that was good and turned it into something bad. Like for example, the people asking for rides and stuff like that, things that could lead to being stolen, but kidnapped,
Yeah.
whatever. So it's like these good gestures have been turned into something bad. So it's like it's hard for people to say, sure, yeah, that's fine, but then you really don't know what's gonna happen.
yeah. I know. It's like it's crazy to me that like I like hear what you guys are saying and I'm like, yep, that's like exactly how it is right now. But it like clearly isn't. Because we're sitting here and having this conversation and like the majority of everyone besides sketchy downstairs neighbors are totally cool, right? It's like, I don't know. I don't think I ever thought about it that way where it feels like everyone is bought into this idea that nobody's friendly when everyone's thinking that. All the friendly people are just thinking that everyone else is unfriendly, you know? Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I think my first thought was just like personal responsibility. And I'm sure that's definitely part of it, but we're just a couple neighbors. We can't solve the world's problems.
We're gonna do it right now. Let's get the table out with some notes. We're gonna write it out.
What's one thing about you guys that you'd be kind of hesitant to tell a neighbor on like your first time meeting him? Does that make sense? So like for me, I'll do mine first, all right? So that you can kind of like gauge what I'm talking about. On my first time meeting a neighbor, I probably am like a little scared to let them know that I'm pretty religious. Sometimes people are really weird about it. You know?
I don't think I have one.
Hey, okay.
I mean,
I have nothing to hide.
I think mine is that.
What?
It's like it's kind of like when I talk about it, you're like, but why? But okay, no, it's like for me, we got this on recording. I'm not an alcoholic, but I do like to drink. So I'm the one that's like, if we're sitting there, chit chatting and stuff like that, somebody pops open a bottle of wine or like, something on the rocks. I'm like, yeah, sure, fine. I don't babysit my drinks, but then you'll look back and it's empty. I'm like, we're gonna keep drinking
another round.
I'll make sure I don't take the last of the bottle, but let's hurry up, you guys. Like, it's not just gonna sit there,
That's so funny, because like every time I've talked to you, like the 3 times I've talked to you, you have mentioned drinking. Like you love all 3 times. You're like, yo, we went to a concert and we had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, like
that's a good one.
Yeah, because like I vibe with people too pretty well, and I read people very well. So it's like certain things that I usually would hold back, like when I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
I know I can say it, and it won't like discomfort you. You know what I mean? Just by our conversation, I'm not gonna go out right away and say, I like tequila.
Because I feel like eventually you get to know someone and it breaks down walls. When it comes to neighbors, like what do you think would help you guys feel more comfortable when being next to people?
I don't know, maybe if I like hung out with them.
Yeah.
Like, what'd you call him?
Indian?
No, Ken.
Sketchy neighbor.
Ken?
He said below him.
Oh, well, sketchy neighbor.
Wait, is his name Ken?
Yes.
See, that like immediately like dispels the If he's got a name.
He's got a name.
That's a good step. Right?
Anyway, it's him. I hang out with him, so.
Yeah. Well, tell me about it. Like, is he a good dude? Should I not be referring to him as sketchy
He's a
neighbors?
sketchy.
He's a little sketchy.
Oh no, okay. I understand where you're coming from because before we met him, we saw like a lot of people going like in and out. So we were like, is that a drug house? Is that a trap house?
Yeah,
we were
what's
so
going
confused.
on?
Yeah, we were so confused, you know.
Yeah.
But then when we got to know him, no, like he's a really cool neighbor. Like that one right there.
That's
yeah,
proving
you'll
my point.
love him, yeah.
You know, like if you know their name at least, it's like something. What do you? So I'm just curious, just to get you guys like to know you guys a little bit more. I'm just curious, like what else you guys do for fun? Like what's the, well, what do you guys? Like, better question. What could you like talk about forever?
Drinking.
I was about to say drink.
Because all we do is go out to Mill Ave and drink. Yeah.
Mill Ave? You guys
We
are
just
always
party.
like 10 people?
Yeah, we
Party all
just
the
party. Yeah, party and drinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah.
talk about
Alright,
that.
so what makes the best party?
Oh
So
man.
is it the alcohol or is it the DJ? Because I'm like
DJ.
DJ makes or breaks it to me.
DJ, and then it's also the people that you kind of invite to, because like I said, it's the whole vibing thing. Like when we put a party together, stuff like that. Like we're saying, oh, we're gonna invite this person. Boring.
So about the people then is what you say, huh? What about you?
What makes the party?
Wait, so what did you say?
Me twerking.
Period, dude. Okay,
Make a circle.
dude. I literally was gonna be like, you know how we should end this with a soul train. Oh man. All right, I got last two questions. They're big ones. All right, but I think it says a lot about someone. What is the most important thing to you guys?
Family.
Family.
The cancer's in us.
Yeah.
We're very family oriented.
And the last question, like, what do you guys think you learned just from talking for a couple seconds with a stranger?
You're a cool neighbor. Hey, we finally got to know you, so we're like, gang. I mean, honestly, I always liked your setup too on your patio. I was like, oh, I want to do what he's doing right there. It's the same.
So much worthwhile.
Next project, that's what we're doing.
All right, we soul train out.
Wait. Hey, okay. You're Mexican.
We're not leaving until you twerk. All right. That went super well. Hey, nice to meet you. Diamond, you're the greatest. Dude, Josh. I will admit, I don't think I'm the best interviewer because I think I was more concerned about asking random questions about neighbors, but like, you start getting a glance at honestly, how different everyone is in here, but how everyone can get along, you know? You better be better friends after this.
Yes, we are.
There's enough racial and ethnic diversity in this tiny little apartment building for me to have wildly different views and opinions within like a 10-second shuffle of my nightgown. Without a doubt, one of the best ways to increase social empathy is to meet different people. Yes, it's terrifying for whatever reason, but once you start, it seems to fall into place. And it's a skill that I can practice just like any other. Just thinking out loud. And while I didn't get as deep as I would like to in a half hour of conversation, the simplicity of just a chat with two friends that I can now say I know a little bit more than I did yesterday, it was a really positive thing. Highly recommended.